Hello, and welcome to a cold, once again, test track episode. And this is featuring my loco cradle that I made at Scrapwood, and it's just for transporting steam engines around mainly, but you can use it for diesels or anything. I built it long enough to accommodate the longest double O gauge steam locos that I've got. Yeah, and steam engines, model steam engines don't like being handled because of all the delicate parts like these pipes and everything and valve gear. So if you get them out of the box or leave them out of the box and leave them in the storage area, so like just a flat glass area or something, and you want to put them on the layout, you just slide them onto this and then slide them off onto the Hornby railer, which isn't level much, but we'll persevere with it, and that puts it on the track. It just guides it on there. You can see how all the wheels go on. If you're not very steady with your hands or your eyesight's not very good, this tool is a must. So yeah, I've done a bit of work on this engine, and there's a bit more to do. Just a tiny little thing I've done on it, and I'll show you what that is. It's that front coupling actually. I just clipped it in because I didn't know if it would take a front coupling, so that's on there now. So, and the other bits I'm just going to lift it slightly, help it onto this, because that's not flat. Once I've got this off right, once I've got the levels right on these things, it will work a lot better. But because this is the first time I've ever done this, I'm just demonstrating to you how it might work. So you just push that there, and lo and behold, the wheels just go on, see, and there you go. The secret is to get these two bits lined up properly. You can see they're not, and I'll have a dedicated siding where that's sort of disguised, and put my steam engines on there. So let's remove that out of the way, and this, that's the rubber I was using. Don't put anything metal across the tracks when you're doing anything like this, because you just short it all out. So right, found out what the loco number is of this Bullied. It's number 84, so let's, hopefully she'll run. Yeah, she's moving, hasn't run for a while, and it's a lovely thing this is. I got this for 85 quid. I've got it in part exchange for an old DMU that I had, so how about that? I've got to fit the cylinder drain pipes under that cylinder that are in the bag, but I've run out of glue and the shops are shut, so that's one thing I've got to do with it. I've also got to fit the front vacuum brake pipe on the buffer beam on this one, which goes in a hole there somewhere, and probably a 3-link coupling as well, with a coupling hook. As I say, at the moment I've only fitted that front tension lock. You know, these got sprung buffers and everything. Just fabulous detail on these locos. Look at that. This was when Hornby stopped doing the trailing truck moving. That's fixed under there, but I don't mind. It looks good, and on the curves I use, you wouldn't notice it. Yeah, just fabulous detail. And I say I've got a sister engine tour to do as well, so I'm lucky to have that. So anyway, let's move it off. I think I'll get it on these coaches. It's a little bit stiff. We'll run it around a couple of times, and I'll get these coaches in position for it to haul them, because it's never hauled anything backwards. You see it's stuck there. She's a little bit stiff, probably through not being used, so we'll have to give her a help. Hopefully I'm not going to have too much problems with this. Come on, girl. What's the matter with you? Yeah, it's electrical, that is. think I can hear some what's name clicking now. You hear it? That clicking noise is possibly valve gear. This is why they don't like being picked up. So she's stuttering into life. Give her a bit more welly. Hear them birds, huh? Going mad. It's difficult to control it and also film. I can hear a little clicking noise there. Let's find out what that is. Whatever it is, she's not liking it. Oh, it's just catching. I'll let that run round. Yeah, it's definitely clicking there. That's valve gear, just catching. Just needs a slight tweak, you'll be alright. And also, conrod nuts can come undone on these things, so I've got a conrod nut tightening tool that is specialised for this job. And it does the job. You know, you can't use pliers or anything because this is fine tolerances and that, you know. So there you go. It's not stopping now. So warming up a bit, but we'll have to live with that clicking for this video until I get it off the tracks and turn it upside down and see if I can see where that's coming from. Oh, it's still doing it. What we do, we want to get these coaches on, don't we? So I don't know if we can do this. I'm just moving these out of the way by hand. Hopefully those trucks are not coupled up to that. Right, let's see. Yeah, it is. But what we do, we'll uncouple that as it comes round. Right, so we'll slow her down and couple up to these coaches. Yeah, that's definitely got, I think it's this side. Someone's just catching. Could be. Right, just split the points out. I've changed the points over already. Without realising the loco's coming round. See, so it did what you call split the points. These points. So we'll change them back. That's a bit tight there. Take her forward. So, as I say, you keep going out the subject matter focus or whatever. We'll do a couple up. Whoop, that didn't work, did it? But then coupling up on a curve is never easy, so all we've got to do is make sure that that is on there, which it now is. And now reverse her back and hopefully oh, trust you. Let's try again. Now what I want to do, push that down a bit because it didn't quite engage. It's that it's a bit sitting proud and it may not couple up. Yeah, that's not, it's sitting a little bit high, you see. Now it probably needs to be bent down for this to work. Let's move that back. Let's try and pull that up a little bit on this. It may, I'm just bending this up a bit, see if this works. Right, I've got that like that now. Oops, that's no good. All the jiggery pokery. Right, now right, it's got it, but I'm just going to work on it. Need some adjustment there, just a couple of bends, you know. You always get this in modern railways, little things need adjusting and stuff. Oh, and it's nicely uncoupled the wagons up there, so we've just got this coaching rake for it to haul, this coach rake. Yeah, I'll have to sort that clicking out. It's doing my head in, but I won't do it on this video. The idea is to just run it. For some reason it's decided it wants to stop, and that's happened. So what we'll do, I'm gonna have to manually couple it up. I want it to haul backwards, you see, that's the whole point of this video. So I'll stop that. Whoops, all over the place. Right, forward. I had to get the coaches out myself because I have to do a bit of jiggery pokery on the loco. Yeah, there's definitely a little snatch there going on with the valve here. Whoa. Bring it forward. Try and couple up again. Right, I don't suppose that's caught it. No, didn't think so. So we'll do our manual sort of thing, whereby do that. Make sure that front bogey's on. That's it. Whoops. Oh dear, what a video. Right, let's go. So not only have I got doing them other jobs to do, I've got these clicking noises to sort out as well on this thing, but just wanted to show you it running backwards. They did occasionally run on the branch line down to Swanage backwards, these bullieds, but they wouldn't have done it on the main line like this unless they were running light. You know, certainly as far as I know, never hauled express passenger trains backwards because it wasn't good practice, because the visibility is not as good. I don't think. But what a beautiful engine. So yeah, we're gonna have to stop this. There's a few probably wheels need cleaning. I need to sort out that clicking and also add the detailed parts, and should be fine. So that's Sir Frederick Pyle woken up from his slumber, and we'll see if we can get it to couple these coaches up and bring it around and stop it. Alright, and then that's probably a perfect coupling, that is. Yeah, just nice to finish up, eh? Here she comes. And I'll get the other one out, Yes Tour, and do the same. Here she comes, complete with a clicking valve gear. A conventional steam engine, unlike the Princess Royal 46202. Thanks for watching.